The Arab nations with a common language and a common religion and a common culture and an abundance of land and swimming in oil money refused citizenship to their Palestinian brothers. They watched them live in squalor and did nothing. Why? Because the eyes of a geopolitically ignorant world looked at the suffering Palestinians on television night after night and said how heartless Israel must be. It was very effective, and no one ever explained the core of the problem. In 1967, Jerusalem's Arabs were offered full Israeli citizenship, and most declined to accept it. The fact of history is this: the Palestinian refugee problem was created and sustained by Arab leaders. You will not see that on CNN tonight, or on ABC, or CBS, or NBC, but that is a fact of history, and the truth is still the truth. And in closing, Israel from the political point of view, let me refer to Yasser Arafat and the UN Resolution 181. The denial, the refusal to recognize Israel's sovereignty over Jerusalem has been going on for more than half a century. The UN General Assembly Resolution number 181 of November 1947 proposed that the city of Jerusalem be internationalized. The fact is, the Arab nations rejected the resolution and promptly launched a war. Israel made a historic stand. Thousands died, tens of thousands were wounded, but Israel won the war. The fact is that the UN resolution, therefore, calling for the internationalization of Jerusalem is null and void. It no longer exists. You'll be hearing more about Resolution 181 from Yasser Arafat in the days and weeks ahead. When you do, Christians, understand it has nothing to do with making peace, and it has everything to do with waging war against Israel's very existence. That's what it's about. The Clinton administration claims to be Israel's friend. You wouldn't know it from the blind eye it turns to every outrageous, warlike statement made by the leadership of the Palestinian Authority. Recently, as reported by Cal Thomas, the Palestinian Authority television station PBC carried an interview with Ahmed Tibi, a personal advisor to Yasser Arafat. Mr. Tibi said, quote, "We are here to state that we are the owners of this land." By that he meant the land of Israel. Quote, "We are the rightful owners, and this is our history, and we will never bend." End of quote. On the same broadcast, scenes were shown in Ramallah, which included calling the leaders of Israel Nazis and burning a model of a Jewish community and burning the Israeli flag. Other pictures on that telecast showed Mr. Arafat on the dais with other Palestinian Authority leaders. And Arafat joined in the chant, "All of Jerusalem is Arab, the entire land belongs to the Arabs," end of quote. There were appeals for people to become martyrs and for holy war. It is clear that Israel's enemies have no intentions of making peace, only war, until all the land is rid of the Jewish people and the Palestinians occupy it, most especially Jerusalem. America's leaders must face this problem, whoever you happen to be after this recount in Florida. Either Arafat and his supporters are lying to their fellow Palestinians about their intentions to control Jerusalem, or they are lying to the United States and using the so-called peace process to pick America's pockets for money. One of those two has to be true. Both of them cannot be true. It's about one side's determination to eradicate an entire people from the region by whatever means necessary. It's about one side that makes its violent intentions very plain. It's about an American government that for the last two administrations has tried to force Israel into believing the unbelievable, that real peace is possible with people who say they want you dead and gone. Peace requires a partnership. Israel has over 200 organizations whose purpose is to help the Israelis see life from the Arab point of view. I have 6 pages of them here. I'm not going to read them all, aren't you glad? A Bridge for Peace, afternoon workshops for Jewish and Arab children, Arab and Jewish cooperation in Accra, Arab and Jewish meetings programs, Arab and Jewish women's coexistence and leadership forum, Arab language materials, Arab Jewish corporation, Arab Jewish outreach project, on and on, page after page after page after page. And now let me read to you all of the Arab organizations that are put together to foster closer relationships between Arabs and Israelis, meant to reach out to each other. Are you ready? Listen. In closing, the Clinton administration keeps sending warning signals that they're not happy with Israeli land offers, and Washington is saying they're going to make their own land proposals in a last-ditch effort for the president to leave a meaningful foreign policy legacy. Hear me, Christians of America. How much land Israel is willing to give up for peace is none of Washington's business. It's Israel's security that's at stake here. Why are we as a nation trying to press Israel to enter into a treaty with a people who have sworn to kill them? Washington can afford to be wrong about Yasser Arafat. Israel cannot. If a line must be drawn, draw it around both Christians and Jews. According to the doctrine of fundamental Muslim, both Christians and Jews face a common plight: conversion or death. If a line must be drawn, draw it around both Christians and Jews, for we are Zionists. We are friends of Israel and defenders of Jerusalem. For Zion's sake, we have not been silent, we will not be silent, and for Jerusalem's sake, we shall not rest until the Lord makes Jerusalem the praise of all the earth. God bless you.